They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Golden Eagles have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Cadets offense will start this game off. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with a guy throwing in the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Looking to throw, it's Moses. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's look at the big picture for Army. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
That coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game. And that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality. Running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boston College's offense will take the field for the first time. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A low line drive and short kick. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the option.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Going to the running game.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Boston College wants to play fast. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps him. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything.
He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Moses. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Hines is tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Locker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Black Knights are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. On the move at the 30. Running free. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
14, Boston College, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Boston College right back to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Army! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Locker. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the 1st down. The Black Knights have their offense in high gear. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the grab down the middle. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass, it's Moses. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks, and he picks up the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line is set on 3rd down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Locker. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Moses. Looking for the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3. Left.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Black Knights will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hauls it in. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Back to throw, it's Moses. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Army!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
College, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Boston College offense has it working. Wants to throw again. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. The give to the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. To throw, it's Moses. Pucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's complete. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he had just enough leg to somehow will that thing over the crossbar in the right corner. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Russo. Bulldozes his way through. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. It's on target and complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it. Finds a little space. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Finds the tight end. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Boston College will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The back is Army goes back on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Black Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.